y'all, welcome or welcome back. Should I whisper? Should we do ASMR? Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back. I'm just kidding. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2 of Confessions with Lo. I got one of the stories pulled up right now. We're gonna get right into it. Before we do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and turn on your post bell notifications. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it, y'all. And y'all told me y'all like the lights off, the no ring light with the light in the back, so that's the setup we're gonna keep. I think it's cute. Okay, let me hurry up before my camera do me dirty again. Okay, so this one is titled "Got with My Ex's Friend." She put exes in quotation marks. So she said, "Lo, so my name is," we're not gonna say her name, and I'm from New Jersey. So basically, I used to have a situationship for about 2.5 years with this guy, and he was the worst guy I ever dated. They do say you meet the worst nigga at 19. 19. Well, hold up, sis, cause I was 19 when I met David. Hold on, wait. I don't think they say that for everybody. I don't know. Made me get depression and lose so much weight because of it. I can relate to that. If you don't know who Sean is, please go watch the videos about my ex-boyfriend. And what also hurts is that I loved his mom and sister. She's 1 year younger than me so much. Aw. I would take them out to eat, always buy them flowers on their B-day, hanging out with them, be there for them whenever they needed me, for whatever they needed me for, etc. Also, you had a really close relationship like with his family. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, basically one day, we had been done for about a couple months because I was finally done with him for real. Good for you. I decided to hit up his friend on IG. No, wait a minute, sis. Now, wait a minute. You hit up the homie on Insta? Wait, and the rest was history. Now me and that friend been together for 5 years and still in love to this day. Now wait a damn minute, because that's how it be for real. This is why I'm like such a full supporter of, like, if you start talking to a guy, you got to see like him in a group photo. Because, well, it may not be just because of like looks, but like I'm such a firm believer in, like, you got to see who the finest of the group is. Like, you got to see who, because sometimes you just get to choosing and then you see his friends and you're like, wait, I got the ugly one out the group. I'm confused. That's good for you. Okay, wait, hold on. Where's my place? I lost my place. I have never had a love so pure and true like I do with my man. Oh, I am forever grateful for him. I prayed to God because I felt like a horrible person for dating my ex's friend, but I know God reassured me that he is the one for me. We will be moving in together soon. Technically, it was wrong for us to do, but at the end of the day, what he did to me was definitely worse, so it was well deserved. Oh, she's talking about the ex. To this day, he still tries to make me jealous, ruin my relationship, etc. Also, he's miserable. So he's upset that his homeboy is doing what he should have been doing while y'all was messing around. Okay, that's what that is. Yeah, he just looks sad as fuck now playing a couple of other girls. I know this because we live in houses that are next to each other. Wait, you and the new man, you and the homie live next to the ex? Now wait a minute. Now wait a damn minute. So when I look out my window, I see all of these different girls he brings home and his sister and mom play along with each one of them. I too know what that's like. If you have not watched the video about me being a side chick, you cannot trust the mama, the grandma, the sisters, the cousins, the brothers, the homeboys. Don't trust nobody. They just playing along for you in that moment. Because I promise you, once you leave and he bring the next girl in the house, they gonna be playing along with her too. That's really crazy. And that's so unfortunate because it seems like you was like so genuine with them, and I'm wondering if they was just, you know, like having his back and like playing a role with you because he was dealing with you in that present moment and then was doing the same to somebody else that he might have been bringing in the house. That's crazy. Ew. Snake ass bitches. Exactly. The shit I put up with, I think back and want to slap myself. Like, how could I ever? We are like, hindsight is always 20/20. It's always 20/20. Like, we always can say like, damn, I was so stupid, I was so dumb. But honestly, like, you got to think about it like this. Like, if you never would have went through that and felt like how you felt and dealt with all of that, you wouldn't never met your man. That's how I look at my situation. Like, if I never would have put it with all the bullshit, I never would have met my soulmate. So at least you got a blessing at the end of that. A lot of people cannot say that. Like, they just go through all of that traumatic ass shit and they don't ever heal. They don't ever have a happy ending, like nothing. So I'm glad that you did get like a caring, loving, like a genuine man out of all of that. So that's good. But you do stupid things when you're in love. Anyway, sorry if this was too long. Do you think I'm wrong for doing what I did? And thank you for reading my confession. No, I do not think that you are wrong. I don't think you was wrong at all. He was playing. He was doing what he was doing. And y'all was done. It's free game. To me, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's dependent on the situation. No, I don't think you're wrong. I really don't. Thank you so much for sending in your confession, girl. So this next one says, I skipped class for the D. Wait a minute. So she said, hi, Lo, I love your channel. Thank you so much, boo. I work at a library shelving books, and I always have my headphones in listening to your story times. Period. Now for the story. This was in high school. I was in 10th or 11th grade. I believe it was 11th, and I had gotten out of my longest relationship at the time, which was 11 months. I broke up with him for many reasons, but in short, it was because he had way too many female friends for my own comfort, and I could tell that I liked him more than he liked me. The female friends, I don't know about y'all, but I don't play female friends. I don't even play like that. I feel like that's a deal breaker. I told Devin this multiple times. If you ever have female, you don't have them no more. Sorry, I don't play the fake sister. That's my sis. No, it's not. You got one. Devin got one blood sister and one sister in love. Okay, that's the only sisters that I play with. Stop playing with me. No. He was mostly just with me because he didn't want to be alone, and near the end, that's how I began to feel. Aw. This is going to sound really wrong, but near the end of our relationship, I started to talk to a guy that we went to school with, and I had a few... Wait. Y'all, this is why I need my damn glasses. Should I go get my glasses? They upstairs. I don't feel like going to get them. Hold on. This is going to sound really wrong, but near the end of our relationship, I started talking to a guy that we went to school with, and I had in a few of my classes. Okay. I DM'd him on IG and started to talk to him on a friendship level. I didn't have many friends at the time, and I thought that I could muster up the courage to finally just end it if I wasn't going to be completely alone. Okay, so basically you felt like if you had somebody else like to talk to, that wasn't going to be like as bad, so you was going to like push the breakup because you knew you had somebody to fall back on. Okay, I'm following. So after a few days of chatting with this other guy, we FaceTimed each other. He was very flirty, and I can't deny I liked the attention because you wasn't getting it from your man. Okay, I got it. I told him about how I wanted to break up with my boyfriend, but I was kind of afraid. He encouraged me to do it, so I did it, and I called my boyfriend that night and broke up with him. Fast forward a week later, me and the other guy just started dating. I'll name him Justin. Now, hold on. So Justin told you, look, shorty, I'm feeling you, and I know you feeling me too, but you need to dead that situation over there with old boy, so go ahead and do that, and you call me back when you done. That's basically how it went. Yeah. Justin was not my usual type. He was short, about 5'3", 5'4". Oh, but she said, but still taller than me. I'm 5'1". But I mean, hey, I cannot judge you talking to nobody shorter than you, whatever, because I've done that. So I am no one to judge. And he wasn't the cutest thing walking, but he wasn't ugly either. So it was like, you know how like some girls, they like cute ugly. Like you can't be too fine, but not too ugly. Like you a good mix in between. Okay, I got it. He was a flirt, a serious one. After I broke up with my boyfriend, I called him back and told him what happened. He started going in on the flirting, and then it escalated to talking a little nasty to real nasty. She put real in all caps. I felt bad because I still had feelings for my ex. We literally just broke up. But what Justin was saying really had me interested. So hold on, let me pause right here, because it sounds like Justin was taking advantage of your vulnerability because you literally just broke up with somebody that you was basically in a relationship with for almost a year. So it's like you can't like turn off your feelings like that. Like I literally just broke up with him, and I feel like honestly, like you said, like you was scared of being alone, so you probably just used him as like a rebound or like a crutch because you didn't want to be alone, which I think that's very important to learn at a young age, to be comfortable with being alone. But Justin sounds like he really was just trying to take advantage of the situation. Like he escalated like how he was like talking to you being nasty and all of that. You said like it really like turned up after you confirmed that you didn't have a boyfriend no more. He encouraged you to break up with your boyfriend, even though you probably was thinking that already. He just, you know, gave you the push that you needed. But he definitely took advantage of like your mindset and you being vulnerable, and you just, you know, basically breaking up with somebody you was together with for a long time. I was a virgin at the time, and you were innocent. Yeah, he was definitely taking advantage. And I was one of those virgins who loved the idea of sex and liked to do other things, but never took a big leap just yet. So one day I was texting Justin in the class right before lunch. He was a senior, so he had one of those schedules where he had less classes and could leave early. So when I was texting him, I was going on and on about how horny I was and how I wanted to do this and that. He said, okay, let's do it. I said, huh? Really? Okay, so maybe I take back my comment about him taking advantage, because you was leading, you was kind of milking it a little bit. So, but I still feel like he took advantage of your mindset. Like, you were very vulnerable, and maybe you just wanted to, you know, just feel some type of something. I don't know. He could have like at least waited like a week or something. I don't know. He said, yeah, just leave with me during lunch and let's go to your house. Since it was just lunch, I was like, okay, that's fine. We get in his car and he tells me that we need to drop his sisters off. He said his two sisters were he and his two sisters were triplets, so they were all in the same grade. When they get in the car, the looks on their faces were as if they knew exactly what was going on. We dropped them off. Yeah, they knew what was going on. We dropped them off and finally drove to my house. It was a rainy day and no one was home at the time. It was just me, my dad, and my dog who lived there. Hold on, because not you sneaking somebody in Daddy's house. Not you sneaking somebody in Pop's house. Now, what if Pops would have walked in? He would have ended Justin right then and there. I unlock the door and we go up to my room. We do the usual little floor play things, you know, and usually that would be all that we did. But that time I felt like I was ready. I told him to F me and he said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure, and he did just that. Don't worry, we did use protection. Good. I thought it would hurt because that's what I heard, but it didn't hurt at all. Matter of fact, it felt great. Wow. Damn, I ain't never heard that before. You was a virgin and it didn't hurt? Wow. His thing definitely matched up to his height, but wait, but he sure knew how to use it. So what I got from that was he was a little fella and he also was a little fella down there. That's what I got from that. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I got from what you just said. I said, oh shit, and by the time I finally realized what time it was, I had already missed one class. We hurried up and put our clothes on. We ran out to the car in a hurry. The house door was the kind that locked immediately after it was closed. I then realized I left my keys upstairs in my room. I panicked and almost started to cry. I had never been late to class, let alone skipped one in my life. I was a straight A student and would never think I would do something like this. I finally thought, okay, we've gotten locked out before. I once saw my dad use a credit card to break into our house, so I tried to do that, and Viola, the door opened. So I ran upstairs, grabbed my keys, Justin drove me back to school, and I made it to my final class a little late. I couldn't believe what had just happened. I tuned out of class the whole time and just thought about what happened over and over. The school did tell my parents that I was absent from one class and late to the other one, but I lied my way out of it. I said that there was a mistake then and my teacher must have accidentally marked me absent. I then made up an explanation of everything that went on in class. I don't know if they actually believed me or just didn't really have solid proof that I was lying, so they just told me that I needed to go talk to her so that they could fix the mistake. But they eventually forgot about it and I got away with it. Long story short, make sure you're actually ready when you lose your virginity and don't just do it with anyone. Make sure you're comfortable and with someone that makes you feel safe. I'm 20 now and I was 16 at the time. Yes, I had a good experience, but I was really reckless about it and didn't love the person that I did it with. If I was to have waited, maybe I could have avoided the extreme attachment I have grown to have on him. He was very manipulative and did some really effed up stuff. So any young people watching, be careful about who you open your legs to. She makes a very valid point. Definitely be cautious about who you just out here just letting, you know, get in between your legs. And soul ties are real. Just attachment is very real, like especially if you're out here like experiencing with sex at a young age. Like your brain is not developed enough to detach yourself. Like you're gonna get attached to that person. Like I'm not one to be somebody's mama or no parent or nothing like that, but just like word of advice, be cautious. Be protective always. Make sure it's somebody that, you know, if you may slip up and, you know, get pregnant or something, Lord forbid, like, you just got to think about, like, all of these different things. Like, you could get an STD. Even if you use protection, that does not mean that you are immune to certain diseases. Like, it's just so much that you got to think about when you exposing yourself to grown people activities like that. Because I know when we are that age, like, we think we slick grown. You're not grown. You're not grown. You're not grown enough to handle these responsibilities, the consequences, all of that. So yes, please make sure that you are being responsible. You are being a good judge of character, good judge of situations. Like, if you need to wait, please do that. If you feel like you're ready and you don't want to wait, just weigh out your pros and cons. And that's just all I'm going to say on that. I ain't nobody mama. You're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day. Just take it from me. Just be careful. I feel like I should read one more. What y'all think? No, I said I was going to do 2 each time. So that's just what I'm going to do. Should I? No, because the next one I feel like it's kind of long. Let me just, I'm not going to read it. I just read the title. And hold on, let me scan it. Yeah, it's really long. I'm going to save that one for episode 3. So I got a lot of confessions, y'all. I got a lot of confessions. So we only 4 confessions in. So let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. The first story, she got a blessing out of that, in my opinion. She got a blessing out of that. Oh, well, that it was the homeboy. The first guy should have been doing what he was supposed to be doing. And maybe she would not have fallen in love and finna probably get married to your homeboy if you would have just did what you were supposed to do. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know. And then this situation, I just, you know, basically just said how I felt about that. Tell me what y'all think about both stories. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm pretty sure that my lovely friends who submitted their stories will not be commenting back, but they probably will read y'all comments, because like I said, I'm gonna keep everything anonymous. Even if you tell me I can say your name, I still don't want to do that. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But yeah, let's talk about it in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this second episode. Make sure you tune in next Friday for the 3rd episode and the 4th episode and the 5th episode, and then by the time you know it, we're gonna be at 100 episodes. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. So thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I love y'all so much. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment, and if you ever want to send in your confessions, like I always tell y'all, the email to do so will always be linked into the description box. So tell me your stories. We're going to talk about your tea. And I hope y'all have a really good weekend. Bye.